What's going on, guys? Hope you guys all had a great holiday season. Welcome to 2020. I personally had a great Christmas and New Year's. Got to spend a lot of good time with my family and friends. The only downside to it, obviously, I had surgery just a few days before Christmas, so I was laid up and kicking back for the most part, kind of doing my little crutch dance around the house every once in a while, but for the most part, my leg was up and I was just taking it easy, and yeah, it was a great time though. If you guys are new here, welcome. Unfortunately, this video is not gonna have any skating in it. If you didn't know, I hurt my knee a few months back and I'm on the road to recovery right now. So stick around if you wanna hear about my knee and my experience and the future of skating for me. If you guys wanna see some skating, I have plenty of other videos in the backlog, so go on over and check them all out. So, December 20th, 2 weeks ago right now, as I'm filming this, I went under the knife, and this was my second true surgery of my life. My first surgery was my shoulder, and it was also related to skating, skiing, snowboarding, that kind of thing. Dislocating all the time, decided to go in and have it tightened up, and that's why I wear my arm brace, if you guys don't know. But that shoulder surgery, as I remember, it was a bit of a rough recovery once I woke up from the surgery. This surgery, only downside to it, the surgery got backed up, so I was IV'd up and just laying in bed for a good 2 hours before they could actually wheel me back and put me to sleep and start cutting away. But once I came to, I came to really quick. I wasn't all tired, I wasn't nauseous at all. I got out of there within 30 minutes after my surgery. I think the surgery only took about 20-30 minutes anyways. So, once they started, it was smooth sailing. It was a pretty easy thing. Once I got home, I was just on crutches, got my leg up, and just basically stayed that way for the next 2 days, about 3 days. So as of today, we're 2 weeks out and I am feeling pretty good. Right now I'm standing on my knee without any crutches or anything. It took me about 4 days until I started kind of hobbling without crutches, putting weight on it, which was faster than I thought I would. But the doctor said, as soon as you want to put weight on it and you feel you can put weight on it, you're not going to hurt anything, so go ahead and do it. But yeah, I'm on 2 legs. I'm walking now. I'm putting weight on it. I can bend it to a point. It is still stiff and sore, but I can bend it basically 90 degrees, maybe a little past 90. Can't do, a stretch like that with it like I would normally do before skating. I basically want to get to that stretch point where I can grab my leg and then pull it back. For that kind of a stretch before I put some skates on again. I feel like that's a really good indicator that the mobility is back in it and it's not hurting, that my knee's ready to do some light skating. So I met with my orthopedic surgeon for my 1 week follow-up last week, and he basically said everything looks great, surgery went great, and I am healing way faster, or not way faster, but I'm healing on the faster end of cases that he sees, which is good. Made me super happy and bumped those positive vibes up in my life because I feel like I'm on the road to recovery and I'm doing stuff right and feeling great about it. And actually, when they did the surgery, he said there was actually an additional tear they couldn't see from the MRI, so it's probably a really good thing I did go in to have surgery because my meniscus was all sorts of messed up. But anyway, glad it was just meniscus, because if it was ACL, I would not be standing right now. I'd still be on crutches. Probably my leg would still be up. Path to recovery on that guy, my sister went through it, and it's like 6 months before you're really doing anything again. I mean, any serious stuff again. I'm super motivated, and basically every time I'm sitting working, I'm always doing whatever kind of moves I can do with my knee and flexes so that I'm not losing the muscle or the mobility. And I'm just, every moment I can, I'm trying to strengthen that knee and get that mobility back. In 2 weeks from now, I'll have my final follow-up appointment with my orthopedic surgeon. At that point, he's basically just gonna assess my knee and tell me if I'm good to go or if I should keep doing the PT mobility exercises. I'm really hoping he says I'm good to go, because if he does, at that point, I'm basically gonna strap my skates up and I'm gonna go for a big wheel roll. I mean, that's literally when I'm going to say, okay, it's time to start training on wheels again, and yeah, do all my big wheel skating, get my cardio back in my life. I can't tell you how tough it has been, especially now that I have rain wheels. I can basically go skating whenever I want to, and not being able to do any kind of cardio exercise. It's tough for me. Like, I just need to put those wheels on and just go for a roll and just breathe fresh air and be free and have fun. I mean, I can't wait for that again. So when I do start big wheel blading again, I plan on being pretty diligent, doing it 2 to 3 times a week, skating, and then the rest doing more workout based stuff, because I really want to develop the skating muscles again and confidence in my knee again. And then I'll kind of judge based on, after a few weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks, I'll kind of judge to see where I'm at, what I feel like. If I feel like it's time to strap up the aggressive blades again, I might do that. But I'm really not trying to push myself to get back into aggressive skating as fast as some of you guys might like, just because I want to take the time to make sure my knee is healed. I feel confident about it, and I'm not just forcing myself back into aggressive skating. I feel like when you get injured like this, you have to think like a professional athlete, and you need to take the time and do the right steps before you get back into doing what you do and how you did get hurt. Man, I can't tell you how hard it's been though over these last few weeks, over the holidays, just sitting around. My mind just keeps wandering towards skating and being on wheels, and that usually is followed by flipping through Instagram or YouTube and just watching other people rolling, and it just makes me want to put some skates on so bad. It's really tough to stay off skates right now. But what I've been doing or trying to do is not let myself get into that mental space of wishing so much. And when I do start wishing I was skating, I usually find myself trying to do the PT movements that I'm told to do. So I feel like I'm doing something that's going to go towards skating, or just go to the gym or work out at home, just so that like I feel like I'm doing something physical that's going to help me in the future. It also, when I'm doing physical stuff, it also really helps my mental capacity to really overcome those negative, depressing thoughts that start coming into my head and pulling me down into this darkness that I won't get into on this video, but Matt Burke just had a video on depression and anxiety and how skating has really helped him. I went through a very similar thing, and skating really, when I got back into skating, skating was a part of my cure to depression and anxiety. It really kind of focused my mind. I got my physical fitness up and put me in just a mental clarity that I could take on those negative impressions in my mind and kind of rewire my thoughts in my head, which yeah, skating is awesome. It's a medicine. But when I don't have skating right now, anything physical is the next best thing to keep my mind in the right place. On top of my physical therapy movements that I do every day, I really try to do a workout at home or get in the gym and focus on my physical fitness and well-being, because I feel like that's a huge thing for my mental capacity, and it's something that I really want to try to almost, now that I'm not skating at this point in my life, I really want to try to put more effort into lifting weights and different physical fitness activities, so that when I do get back onto skating, I can still be doing workouts in between skating and kind of have a more well-rounded, holistic fitness level. I feel like being a well-rounded athlete is going to up my skating and just my mental capacity tenfold. So I really hope that I can kind of ingrain in the next few weeks this going to the gym or working out at home, so that it's a part of me as I continue my skating career. I think it's just a really important thing, and I'm kind of excited that I was put into the situation so that I can kind of rediscover that and, you know, train my mind and my daily routine to start incorporating that back into my life alongside skating. So yeah, really the downer thing about this whole situation, not being able to skate, is, you know, when you're sitting around, depression can creep into your mind, and these thoughts can take over your head and just pull you down. But you know, for me, I just try to stay physical, and go do something either constructive, creative, or physical to turn my mind into a place where I can control it again. You know, it's a fight, and I feel like in order to get through this recovery phase with my knee, I need to keep my mind positive. Not just for the fact that I need to be positive to do my PT exercises and do other physical exercises, but I need to stay positive because the next time I hurt myself, I'm gonna remember this set of time that I was out of skating and injured and on the road to recovery. And I hope when I do look back on this, it was a positive time in my life and a time that changed me and made me better, so that when I do get hurt again and I'm out of skating for a little while, my mind kind of just clicks into that mode, like, okay, this is time to work on myself and get better in different ways and then come back stronger. I hope you got something out of this, or at least just appreciate me letting you guys know where I'm at in my recovery phase and kind of when to expect me back on skates and seeing some skate related content from me again. But I just wanted to keep you guys updated. So if you like this video, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. And until next time, guys, just keep rolling.